Hi, Dr. Crump from Crump Chiropractic. I'm going to use this model to just explain about arthritis, wear and tear, and also medication. So what this model is showing is showing a section of spine. So if you see this here, basically this would be from a normal spine. That's two bones with a disc in between. That's a nerve that comes out, and the small joints at the back which basically allow motion. So what should happen in a normal spine, on here, so this is so what should happen is the two bones, the disc in between, the bones should have a range of motion, normal range of motion, and when we're moving around normally like this, fluid's coming in and out the disc and it's causing it to be lubricated, it stays strong, it stays healthy, and everything's working properly. So the disc keeps its normal good height. The height of the disc acts like a spacer, so it allows space for the nerves to come out, and it allows space so the bones can actually move and articulate normally. Now, if somebody's had a bump or a knock or an injury, and sometimes this has happened years ago, so people have forgotten about it, or it may have happened and then it stopped hurting after a few weeks, so people just don't really think about it anymore. And when we're younger, we tend to have more flexibility and slack to get around problems. So these bones should be able to move and articulate normally. So through an accident, say it could be a car accident, falling off a horse, a slip or a fall, bones can get misaligned. So they can get sort of whacked off alignment like this. The body then protects it. So you've got muscles, which will be my thumb and my finger. They go between the bones. And if it jams and locks up, they could then spasm to sort of protect for this injury. And if it's left like this for too long, it just holds the habit of this wrong position. So now that means you may end up with only partial motion. It never goes back to its full range of motion like it should do. The disc now doesn't lubricate. So when it's moving and pumping normally, fluid comes in and out, and it allows the disc to go back to its normal height and function and work properly. So if they jam and lock up, the discs now don't lubricate and they shrivel and dry up. And then what happens is they can start to go through like a premature aging process. But it's not happening at all levels. It tends to be happening where there's been an injury, where maybe for a job you're lifting and bending at the base of the back, and they wear quicker in those areas. So my job is to go and find these areas where they're blocked, start to free them up. You can't go right back to here, but you can certainly stop them going down to here, which is basically severely worn out. And then what the body does is the body actually grows bone now to try and stabilize these levels because they're coming unstable. And this doesn't just happen in a day, this happens over years and years. But what typically will happen is, when we're over here, everything's fine. Here, people might start to get some pain. So they might start to take like a Nurofen Plus, and they could mask the pain, put a blanket over it. They're not really solving the problem. And then, it gets a bit worse, more stress in the life, gets down to here, and here now they might need much stronger, like cocodamols, tramadols, like very strong pain relieving drugs. And the problem is if they keep taking those and they're not really solving the problem, then they could almost get down to here where it's very severely worn out, and now they could be literally on morphine to get through the pain. And it's obviously we don't want people going down this way. You want to go and get hold of these problems, get them moving and working better. Try and change things in your life so you can get some exercise going, free them up, and save the spine from wearing out. So again, thank you for watching this video.